Hello everybody, back again to another video. Hope you're doing well. Hope your life's going well. Hope this week has gone well for you, and I hope that today has gone well for you. Today is Saturday, June the 15th, 2024. It's about 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hope you had a good Saturday. Hope it's been a fun and productive Saturday for you. And for me, it's been a pretty good Saturday. Didn't do a whole lot today, but I did run some errands earlier, so I did make this a somewhat productive Saturday for myself. But I want to jump straight into this topic. This is going to be an interesting one, at least for me. The thing that inspired me to make this video was the fact that here it is, Saturday. It's 10:30 at night, and I'm in my apartment with not a whole lot to do, but with a whole lot of time to reflect on life, reflect on certain things, issues, events in my life. And I wonder if any of y'all watching can relate, but I think that I'm socially awkward, and you might not be able to tell watching these videos because I kind of just talk, I kind of just flow. But if I were to meet somebody in the real world, I do find that I have a bit of difficulty like making small talk without it being like really awkward, if that makes any sense. Just little things, like it's hard for me to start a conversation, start small talk with people. Like, I'm not the most outgoing or engaging person socially. I struggle with that. I struggle with certain social situations. I think that's part of my problem. Like, when it comes to even relationships, if I'm being honest with you, like I think that I struggle to start small talk. Like, if I have a subject already in my mind and it's a subject that I know that me and the other person, can talk about, then I'm good. But if I'm just small talking, or it's just a random conversation with somebody, right? Like, for example, the thing that I'd say I struggle with is I think the biggest thing I struggle with is making that initial effort to bring up a conversation, right? Like, if someone, like if I want to talk to somebody, let's say there's somebody that I like, let's say it's like a woman that I like, I think what goes wrong with me is that I'll be like, okay, in my mind, I want to talk to this woman, but I think in my head, like, what am I going to talk about? Is she going to agree with what I'm saying? Like, is the small talk going to be too awkward? So I think I start overthinking it in that sense. And I end up struggling. I end up just making the situation like awkward, if that makes sense. I don't even know why I'm saying all this, but it's one of those battles, it's one of those struggles that I know I have to work on. And I only say all this stuff because I'm pretty sure there's people out there that can relate to what I'm saying. But I don't know. Now here's the thing though. If there's something going on, like there's an event or there's like, something there, like say it's about health and wellness, I can start a conversation with somebody if I know that the subject matter is going to be on health and wellness, and then I gradually expand to, where you from, et cetera, et cetera. At least when I'm talking to a woman. But if there's nothing there to really talk about, I can't go up to a woman and just start talking, because it's like, what do I talk about? Like, it's not that I'm like nervous. Like, I'm not nervous to approach, but I'm just like, what if I make the situation too awkward? Because I already kind of see myself as kind of an outcast to society simply because of the way I think. And that can kind of boil over to my dating life. And not even just the dating life, just forming relationships with people in general, making new friends, acquaintances, right? Talking to different, even at work sometimes. I end up finding like I sometimes make situations a bit awkward. And like I say, on here, it's different. Like in my mind, I've already pre-planned what I'm going to talk about, and I just come on here and flow. Because a lot of times when I make these videos, it's already something that I've been thinking about like all day. And so it's pretty easy to just come on here and make like a 15-20 minute video about whatever I'm thinking about all day, because I talk to myself a lot, if I'm being honest with you. And so I'm like, I'm already knowing, right, what I'm going to talk about. So it's easy. But when I'm in these different social situations, I run into problems. And I know it hinders me, right? That's just an area of my life that I'm going to have to work on. I'm not afraid to talk about it. I'm just being honest. I'm being transparent with you all. That's just what it is. That social awkwardness, that inability to, um, connect over small talk sometimes. Like, I know sometimes somebody will be making small talk with me, and I might accidentally come off as like rude, and it's like, I'm not trying to be rude, right? I just don't, I don't know how to really engage and progress with like small talk or just random conversation. Sometimes, right? Like I say, if there's subject matter, I just flow fine. But I don't know. The funny thing is, I worked in customer service, so when I'm dealing with customers, I can small talk. But I'm just saying, as far as like, I guess starting a conversation with people, I get socially awkward. Or maybe it's social anxiety. I think that's what it is. Because I do get an anxious feeling, right? When I have to talk to different people a lot. Sometimes. I guess it just depends on how I feel too. If I'm not doing well, like mentally, I'll have even more trouble than if I felt like, okay, my day is going good, etc., etc. Like I say, I don't have this problem with customers, but just everyday life, like in the real world, outside of like work and stuff, if someone was to talk to me and I wasn't really prepared to talk, I kind of freeze up and I won't know like how to respond without responding in like short statements. Like, I won't engage. I think it really is social anxiety. I don't know if it's social awkwardness or social anxiety, or could be both. I don't even know. But let me know in the comments if y'all can relate. Is it social anxiety? I think it is. I'm not well, I don't know. But it's something that's affected my life. And I just thought I'd come on here and talk about it. But anyway, you all, that's about it. I do thank you for watching. It's like I say, it's something that I have to work on. I think more so it's social anxiety. I shouldn't feel nervous and so anxious over simple conversations, but I end up feeling that way when I'm not really prepared to talk, or when I want to talk to somebody and there's not really something there to talk about. I just get anxious and uneasy. Like, I want to talk, but I'm like, what if I make this situation awkward? So I guess it's both social awkwardness and social anxiety. But if I have something that I'm talk about, I can talk for hours. But it's just when I don't, right? And sometimes I'm very indecisive. I take forever to make a decision. That's something else. Gotta work on these things though. Gotta work on these things. But I'm only making this video, like I say, just because I wonder if you all can relate. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you were relaxed. And yeah, thanks.